All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your host Slaz back at you again with another Wednesday Watch Me Talk segment. In this segment, we're going to be covering, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be covering um, my favorite cigar and also some of the watches in my collection. So, yeah, stay tuned for this one. I think it's going to be a very exciting one. All right. Sorry about the smoke here with the cigar. So today we're gonna cover a couple of different watches that I have in my collection. The one that I was wearing today, we'll start off with that one. This is the actually, you know what? Before we get into that, we'll talk about this cigar here. This is a cigar by Aldino. This is the Corojo Reserve in Spanish, Aldino Coroja Reserva. This is probably one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best cigars in this price range. Has a nice, it's like a nice peppery taste, but at the same time, you get that nutty taste out of it. Excellent cigar. One of my favorite cigars. In fact, one of the cigars that actually got me into cigars. Yeah, fun fact. This is not usually the one that I buy. I usually buy the bigger one, but this is all they had available, so I went with this one. Yeah. So yeah, in this segment, we'll kick it off with this watch right here, the Pagani design. And this is a very controversial brand. I actually, to give you an example of that, I actually did a review on the Orient TriStar about a 3-4 days ago, something like that. I want to say about 3 or 2 days ago, actually. And I posted it on a watch group that I'm a part of, and immediately someone replied, "Oh no, that the oh, and by the way, that review I did on that watch was initially titled the the best entry level automatic watch in that sub $150 price range, roughly." It wasn't titled exactly that, but that's what the topic of the video was about. And immediately someone replied back on the post saying that, "Oh no, best entry level automatic watch would be Pagani," and etc. etc. And this is why, because of bezel. It's a ceramic bezel insert, sapphire glass. Listen, the good thing about watch collecting is that those opinions are subjective. You kind of, everyone's opinion is valid, in my opinion. I don't think that he's wrong. I don't think that my opinion of why the Orient TriStar is the best entry level automatic is wrong. And the reason being is because he may feel that the value that Pagani design offers, and he's probably just looking at it from a construction, like construct the design, the construction of the watch. He's probably just looking at it from that point of view. I dove a little bit more into making that video, and to me, I made that decision based on the construction of the watch, and then also the brand that's behind that watch, and the brand's ability to stand behind their product. And I feel like Pagani design is just unfortunately not there. When you compare the production, the how do I explain this? The level of production that Pagani design is in compared to something like Seiko or Orient, it's just not comparable at all. Orient is on a higher tier of production, just like Seiko. Therefore, they have the ability to stand behind their product and warranty their products when needed. Well, you can't say the same about Pagani design. If something were to happen with your Pagani design, I challenge you to go out and get that service by Pagani design. It's just not going to happen. Anyways, enough of Pagani design. Yeah, in my opinion, I think this is a great timepiece by Pagani design. It's a very slender timepiece. Is about 11 millimeters thick, and that is accomplished by the quartz movement that's in here. But this is not just any quartz movement. This is actually a special movement that's in here. This is the Mecha quartz, which is kind of gonna give you It gives you, when you initiate the chronograph, it gives you the semi sweep of an automatic chronograph. Even though this is not an automatic watch, but it still gives you that effect. You have a sapphire glass on this. You also get a ceramic bezel insert. Overall, great timepiece. Do I recommend someone go out and spend their money on this? No. And the reason for that is because, once again, there's no telling if something happens to this watch, if Pagani's going to be able to warranty that watch out. I highly doubt it. I wouldn't go through if you're buying a watch and want that peace of mind, this is not it. Anyways, moving on. All right, and right as I start onto my next watch, the air conditioning unit turned on. Anyways, moving on. Next watch on this list is a watch that's very special to me. This watch was gifted to me by my wife for our anniversary. This was a watch that I had on my radar for quite some time. So it has a lot of sentimental value for me. And that here, my friend, is the Seiko Turtle. This is the blue dial, blue bezel insert edition. This is the Prospect. Can't remember off the top of my head the model number on this one. I did a review on this, and I'll have that up here on the video somewhere, so you can go back and see that video. Overall, it's one of my favorite timepieces in terms of quality, construction, and overall historical value behind this watch. It's amazing. This is a great timepiece, great buy. I think you can pick them up right now for anywhere between $280 to $300, somewhere in that price range. I bought it for $300 from a boutique. These are normally listed at $525 retail. They're not going for that. Realistically, I was able to talk the boutique down from $525 down to $300 with the purchase of a bracelet that I was going to buy regardless for my wife. So there you have it. So yeah, spectacular watch, lot of value here. I think Seiko really outdid themselves. Here we have another Seiko. This is the Seiko 5 Sport. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, anyone who knows a little more about this than me, definitely put it in the comments below. But I believe this is rocking the same movement as the SNK. I'm almost 100% sure. It's got a very same power reserve, no hand winding. It does not have second hacking either. So yeah, I think it's the same movement. But overall, this is a very nice watch. I picked this up for, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it can't be no more than 130 bucks. This is a good watch though. Good buy. The bracelet on it, honestly, I don't even know what I did with the bracelet. I know that I took it off day one. But anyways, construction on this watch is very nice. It does have an exhibition back. You get a Harlex dome crystal on here, which is a very nice touch, gives it a nice vintage vibe. You put this on a leather. I would probably recommend putting this on because of that gold and that domed acrylic, I would probably recommend putting this on a leather strap, which I own a couple from Rich Watch Band. Anyways, moving on. And I'm going to try to get through as many of these as possible, keeping in mind that, if I sit here and go over all the watches, this is probably gonna be about a 20-25 minute segment, 30 minutes tops, and I don't think we're gonna get through all of them today. So I'm probably gonna try to get through this top row here, and then we'll do this one here next on a part 2, and then part 3 for this other box that I have over here. So yeah, all right. So here we have it, the SNK, talking about the devil. This is the blue dial version. I do have this, ironically, on a Timex leather strap. Sometimes Timex does these one-offs where they give you really good straps with the watches, and this was one of them. I can't remember what watch this came on, maybe a Weekender, I just don't remember. But this is such a good strap, a good leather strap. It's held up very well to the test of time. It's gotten wet. Not intentionally, but it has gotten wet nonetheless. And yeah, anyways, I put it on this SNK and it looks phenomenal. I'm a big fan of this field. In terms of field watches, this is one of my favorite watches right here. I think Seiko really outdid themselves. Has amazing loom, beautiful hands, and it's just very simple overall. The dial's not too busy. Typically with these field watches, they are clean aesthetic dials, so I think Seiko really did a good job with this one. All right, so moving on to the Orient TriStar. This is one that I just reviewed. Where is my rag? Anyways, this is one that I just reviewed recently. This watch right here, in my opinion, is the best entry-level automatic timepiece you can get for under 150 bucks. I picked this up for about 75, 78 bucks on Amazon. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find it on Amazon anymore. They do have this exact same one, but with a blue dial version of it. Still a wonderful watch. Highly recommend picking it up at the same price, about $78. This one, on the other hand, I've only been able to find it on Orient's website for 125 bucks. So a little bit more than what I picked it up for, but I still think it's worth it. And this is what sparked up a conversation between me and the gentleman on the watch group that I'm a part of. Actually, I didn't reply because I honestly feel like his opinion is valid. You know, if the Pagani design is a much better value watch for him, or it's the best entry level watch for him, automatic speaking, then I think that, hey, that's the best automatic entry level watch for him. But I think this is a much better buy. You get a better company that stands behind this brand, and then you also get an in-house movement. Come on, where else are you gonna get that for $78? Automatic too. All right, so we'll move on here to my next favorite. This is probably my top 3 favorite watch that I own. This is the Orient Mako 2. The quality of this watch is it's unparalleled to any other diver. The loom, the applied indices, the sunburst dial that this watch has is spectacular. The bezel action on this, I mean, listen to this. That is very satisfying. Anyways, there is zero play on this bezel, even less play than my Seiko Turtle, which cost me more money. This has a in-house movement. It is a power reserve of about 40 hours. You get a day-date complication on this with a beautiful, beautiful window on the outer edge of that day-date. You get a beautiful chapter ring. This is overall a nice watch. I do have it on a Rich watch band. Highly recommend these straps. They make amazing, amazing straps over at Rich watch band for not a lot of money either. This is about a $16 strap, and it's got some pretty neat features to it. The holders here, they kind of clip into place here at the end of the strap, keeping it from loosening up. There you have it. That's the Orient Mako 2. All right, so moving on here to the next runner-up, and that is the Invicta Pro Diver 1953. I'm very, very sad about this watch. I just did a review on this, and as I was doing the review on the Orient TriStar, I dropped this. Taking it out of the box, I dropped this, and I chipped the glass on it. That broke my heart. Anyways, it gives me a little project. I know I said I wouldn't get into modding, but I can't just not use this watch anymore, and I can't use it with that chip like that. So I'm probably going to do a video on replacing this glass with a sapphire glass with some AR undercoating. Yeah, and that's it. I just definitely can't let this watch go to waste. This was a great watch. I did a review on it. If you haven't already watched that, it'll be up here somewhere, so you can go back and watch that video. And my son is at the sliding glass door. Anyways, great watch. Has an amazing amazing design. It's paying homage to the original Rolex 1953. Overall, great timepiece. You can actually listen to this bezel action. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good watch. I think, in my opinion, the best Invicta watch that Invicta has to offer in their lineup. So, highly recommend that watch. I think it's a great watch overall. Here's another Invicta. This is the Invicta Pro Diver Smurf, if you want to call these air conditioning. This is the Invicta Smurf Pro Diver, and I say Smurf because of the colorway. It's a blue dial, blue bezel. Really, really nice watch. This was gifted to me by my kids on Father's Day of 2020. It was right around the time our family was going through a rough time, but this has a lot of sentimental value to me. I would never get rid of this watch ever. Even if it stops running, this will still remain in my collection. That was actually bought with my son's own money that he put together to get me for Father's Day. So it's a very special watch. Here we have the same Invicta Pro Diver, but the black colorway. So it's a black dial, black bezel. Beautiful watch. Once again, have it on a rich watch band. This is one of their straps. Amazing straps. I'm telling you, man. You guys, if you haven't checked out Rich Watch Band, check them out. They got good stuff. So yeah. So here we have, sorry, I'm just testing my mic here. Here we have another Invicta Pro Diver. This one is a little bit different. The bezel on this watch is not a coin etch bezel. I forgot what they call these kind of bezels. I'm not a fan of it. It just doesn't have much grip on it, to be honest with you. But still, you know, you get nice bezel action, 120 clicks. Not too much play on this bezel. This is the gold and black. This actually comes on a strap, or I'm sorry, a bracelet. But these gold tone bracelets tend not to last very long. You know, you're typically passing it through surfaces and scraping it up. It's just not a good look. I have it on an Invicta rubber strap, which is terrible. This thing is so stiff, man. It's like, yeah, it's bad. Anyways, moving on to the next Invicta. This is, again, same model as that one, just different colorway. This one is the gold and blue tone. This is actually a 3-tone watch. You get the stainless steel, you get the blue and the gold. Just a beautiful watch overall. Very nice. I have this actually on a NATO. Probably not the best strap to have it on, or probably not the best thing to put it on. Yeah, I've worn this on a leather strap. Actually, this leather strap here. I don't know if you can make that out from over there, but this leather strap here is what I've worn this on. A more vintage leather strap, and it looks amazing with that gold. It really just makes it all pop. So yeah, there you have it. I think that's all I'm going to cover today in terms of the watches that I own. It's quite a bit of them. But anyways, there you have it. That was this week's Wednesday's Watch Me Talk segment. We covered the watches that I own, cigar that I like, and most importantly, some coffee. So yeah, if you guys like these segments, definitely drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, this is your host, Laz. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and follow me over on Instagram, WatchLive77. Once again, that's Instagram, WatchLive77. Till the next one.